My name's Kenny.
Oh, man.
This is mine. And I don't think that I can continue being with you.
What? What? You done bought this land, you tell me we ain't together no more? What? So who you finna be over here with then? Ginger, you better tell me you joking for real, Ginger. You done bought me this environment, what the kind of shit is this? You gonna record, you don't record buying this new land. You finna have another man? You finna have all this with another person? After 3 years, Ginger, really? This how you gonna do it, Ginger? You brought me out here just for this? You dead serious? You brought me out here, this gotta be a joke. How you gonna buy all this big ass property and shit we've been working hard for? You surprise me. And this what you gonna tell me? You gonna leave? Why you leaving me? What did I do that bad to deserve this?
This is my new beginning, so...
A new beginning? But I'm saying I've been with you for 5 years.
And I moved here.
Really? Really? Really?
I'm gonna be real, bro. This be the shit that really be making a nigga want to stay single, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, this is the sad reality. This is the sad reality of it all, bro. Majority of these females are fucking users, bro. They are users. And for the most part, these hoes ain't trying to hide it either. They not trying to hide what they really are, who they really are. You know what I'm saying? They'll let you know from the jump. If you ain't got no money, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll let you know what they are. You know what I'm saying? But story time. I ain't gonna say her name, but if she watches, she know who the fuck she is. It was this female that, you know what I'm saying, we was in communication for a while. But when we first got into, like, when we first met, you know what I'm saying, like, my pockets was fucked, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was down bad. You know what I'm saying? I was deep in depression. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of things going on with me at the time when me and her met. You know what I'm saying? And I liked her. And I wanted to get to know her more. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? A man don't feel right when his pockets ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, a nigga money ain't right. Nigga ain't really don't want to be bothered. You in a shitty mood. It's just life is just even more terrible when a nigga ain't got no bread. Let alone trying to entertain a female when you ain't got no cheese. I ain't never been no leech ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no trick ass nigga either. But I ain't never been no leech ass nigga. Like, I ain't never been the type of nigga that like to be with a chick and my pockets wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? I never liked to be the nigga to go out with a chick and I ain't got the bread and she pay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might be cool every now and again. Female want to foot the bill. I ain't messed up with it. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, bro, that's not a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, going out with a chick and then you can't pay for the shit. You know what I mean? It's emasculating. It's embarrassing. Even if she know, you know what I'm saying, your situation. I done been, you know what I'm saying, like, involved with a couple females where, you know what I'm saying, at the time, I might have been down at the time, and they were like, you know what I'm saying, I understand what you're going through. It's all good. You ain't got to pay or ta-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But they had that kind of attitude because I wasn't a nigga who was used to that shit, or that wasn't nothing that I intended. You know what I'm saying? So I told her, you know what I'm saying, long story short, I told her, you know what I'm saying, then I was like, you know, I liked her and I wanted to, you know what I mean, you know, be more than her friend, you know what I'm saying, but I told her I didn't want to do that while my pockets weren't right, you know what I'm saying, and I was like, you know, you kind of strike me as a female that like to do things. You like to go and take trips and this, that, and the third, and I don't want it to be a situation to come up where, you know what I'm saying, that you know, that comes up and then I can't pay, you know what I'm saying, for it, or I can't afford to go myself, or no shit like that, you know what I'm saying. And she was like, nah, I understand this, that, and the third, blase, blase, blase. But regardless of that, I meant what the fuck I said. Long story short, we kind of fell out of, you know what I'm saying, communication. I think for her, I wasn't. Now in hindsight, I know what it was, but we fell out of communication for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And when we did, like she had started dating a nigga. You know what I mean? She started dating a nigga. So we didn't communicate for about a good year and some change, I guess. I don't know however long she was with that nigga. So all of a sudden out the blue I get a phone call from her. Nah, text message. Can you help me move? Now I know she had moved in with this nigga. Can you help me move? And she was like, she had other people that was supposed to be trying to help her, this, that, and the third. So I stopped replying because it's like, you tell me you got some other niggas online to help you move, then you don't need my assistance if you already got, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, I see you, stop texting, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I just don't feel comfortable with you trying to get me to help you move your shit out of your ex-boyfriend's apartment or house or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I said, I don't, you know what I mean? I said, man, you know I done already been through a lot of shit. I'm shell shocked. I got PTSD. I don't want it to be no situation where I'm helping you move your shit and this nigga got an issue and now I done caught another attempted murder charge or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? Don't need that to take place. So she was like, well, I didn't say that I had people that they was coming. I just said that they supposed to. That's your problem to figure out. Anyway, then after she moved out, I guess, she hit me up again. You know, it was some time in between. And she was like, can you help? Can you take my dog in? My dog was with my brother and I need somebody to take it in because his wife tripping, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, man, I already got a dog and your dog is some years old, nigga. I'm not trying to get no dog in my house and nigga, now I get attacked by, because I wind up killing your dog and then you gonna want me to pay for that motherfucker or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, nah, but I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, this bitch only hit me up when she need a nigga. So like, after that, you know what I'm saying, we conversated a little bit. She told me about this nigga that she had just broke up with. And she was like, you know, and immediately she started trashing this nigga. You know, he always talk like he is a provider, but how you gonna be talking about you's a provider? You can't pay your bills and you be needing help on the rent and da 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 da. And then she was like, you know, he told me, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and go back and move with your mama. Move with your mama, something like that, she said. And she was like, but he just don't know. I already had an apartment this whole time. He just didn't know about it. So you was living with a nigga, saving your bread, or already had an apartment that was unfurnished, living with a nigga, saving your money, because that was your whole plot the whole time. It had to have been a plot for you to have an apartment and this nigga don't know about it. Why have your own place and then be staying with somebody that don't know about the other place that you have just for you to break up with that nigga to go to that place? You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make no sense. And right then, I was like, nah, that's it, man. I was like, nah, it wasn't that. She texted me some time later and asked me to go vote for her on some kind of modeling thing or some shit like that. And I was like, this hoe is just a user, man. This bitch is a user. Everything happened for a reason, man. But it was things that was giving me kind of like giveaways. Like she just, and I had said to her before, like, man, you just a cute face. You just a pretty face. That's all you is. And she got mad, but she didn't understand why I was saying that at the time. You know what I'm saying? But that's all she was. You know, bitch, you just a pretty face. That's it. And majority of these females, that's it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them would be like, you know, men only look at us as sex objects and this, that, and the third. Well, in a lot of cases, when nigga try to look at y'all more than that, y'all wind up flipping the tables on a nigga and making a nigga regret all of that shit, fool. Y'all make a nigga feel like fucking clowns and fools, and it's hard to see past that. It's hard for a man to see a female for anything else after they do that shit to you, especially if it's done happened to you more than once. They only take one time for a bitch to break my heart. Motherfucker ain't getting that chance again. You know what I'm saying? And they go the same way with females. I ain't gonna make the same with like it's no one-way street. I know a female can get hurt and they can make her, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, look at all men a certain kind of way. But, you know, my theory on that, my opinion on that is, I do believe there is somebody for everybody. The right people just haven't found the right people. We keep on, you know, getting into these situations with new people and they just not the right people for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so then we wind up having a disparaging outlook on that whole sex. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or that whole race of sex. Like, I don't fuck with black chicks because da-da-da. I don't fuck with Mexican chicks because da-da. You know what I'm saying? That's what wind up happening. You know what I'm saying? Instead of us doing that, we just need to, man, seclusion sometimes is the best thing, man. Sometimes for you to know really who you are. So that way you know what you want to deal with and what you don't want to deal with. And so when you get out there and you start to meet motherfuckers, you know what you want to entertain and what you don't. And that helps keep you from wasting a lot of motherfucking time, bro.